Okay, YouTube, this is JL Chambers 82, and with all the news in E3 and all the everyone talking about now, like with the games that everyone's excited about, I didn't really get to watch E3 live. I had to watch E3, through YouTube videos, which is cool. Just kind of cut and paste it, so I'm not watching it in order or anything like that. But of all the games that I'm really excited about, it's not so much like sequels or anything, because this is really like my first year, like 2009 and now going into 2010. My first year is really getting a chance to play newer games. I'm always stuck with retro games, and so some of the games I'm playing for the first time, or I'm playing over again, kind of starting over. One game I'm definitely looking forward to is GoldenEye, because I'm a huge N64 fan and a huge fan of the original GoldenEye, one of the greatest games of all time. And then The Witcher 2. Now, what I have right in front of me is is my TV, and this is what I use for my PC monitor. And I have The Witcher Enhanced Edition, and mine was a digital download. I bought it from direct2drive.com. Unfortunately, I can't enhance it anymore. Like, it's blinking, check for updates, but it will not update anymore. It's wanting a CD code that I never had. So I'm totally going to buy this game again. And I got about 25 to 30 hours into this game, and easily one of the best role-playing games I've ever played. And it's kind of unfair to say that, being that I haven't finished it, right? But I've always meant to get back to it, being that it is a PC game, and it is kind of demanding on the hardware from time to time. I've had it crash a couple times. My PC is not the greatest in the world. Jesus. Let's go ahead and turn that down a little bit. All right. So anyway, yeah, this game does have a BioWare engine. They did the Neverwinter Nights games. I never played those. I just know that a lot of people are really into the BioWare engine as far as open world role-playing games. I'm going to just kind of let this play through the intro.
His name was Geralt of Rivia.
Kind of talk over it like I always do, but also I might show some gameplay footage if I have time.
Professional monster slayer. An unusual contract.
So you're probably not able to...
Monarch's daughter.
Damn it.
Night with the princess.
You're probably not able to hear too much of this, but anyway, the game is about Geralt of Rivia, or Geralt, whatever. Anyway, he's a witcher, and a witcher is a monster hunter, and it's really cool because it looks like almost like he's like a vampire or something. It's not really the same thing. He's kind of halfway possessed and halfway just on all this crack. See, he's about to take it, and yeah, whatever this stuff is, I want it because it does this to you, and yeah. Anyway, this was based on a series of short fantasy works from Poland, and I cannot pronounce the author's name, but just wiki it, just wiki The Witcher, and you'll get all the information you want. And this was a game that was developed in Poland, of all places, by CD Projekt. I mean, it was a Polish author, but just something like this epic, you would think this would come from a major studio like in Japan or something, but no, they really kept it, to the roots and everything. It was made by a small team. As far as I know, CD Projekt is a small group of younger guys. So, as you can see just from the intro here, I mean, this is all pre-rendered, but it's very, very impressive. Very well done presentations. This doesn't look like some small budget, out of nowhere developer. This is was pretty much cutting edge in 2007. And a cool thing is the gameplay doesn't look too much different than this, But anyway, the story is very, very intriguing. It's got when I first saw it, I was thinking like this was like some kind of something similar to like Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, or something like that. But no, I mean the story's really, really cool. It makes me want to find these short stories and read them. But anyway, I downloaded this game when it came out. I read the reviews, and they got really, really good reviews back then. A lot of people saying it was the best role-playing game released in 2007. So again, I didn't have a lot of time to play games. I was still kind of collecting and stuff, but I went ahead and bought it and kind of downloaded it and never played it, just kind of sat there. And then one day I decided to go ahead and get into it. And for a couple of weeks straight after work, I was playing nothing but this game. And it's got a really, really cool system in it. You know, like with you have alchemy. You have to make potions. And it's not like a gimmick or something that just to improve the gameplay you have to do it. Otherwise, there's just certain things you can't defeat. You get new weapons, and there's day and night. Or certain swords will only kill monsters during the day, and certain swords will only kill monsters at night. It's really, really cool, and the world is huge, just very, very open, and I mean you can walk around for a long time in the game. So, and you know, is it as modern now? Like like 2 years is a long time, 3 years is a long time, right? As far as like the characters you interact with, like they're not all that different. You run through the same character design over and over again, same voices and everything. But for one, the game is translated, so the voice acting to me is top notch for being a translation. And two, it doesn't take away from the game. They never really get old. The characters never really get old or anything like that. So you never really get tired of running into the same ones. But there's a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of questing in the game. There's a lot of exploring to do. I mean, you can just walk around. It's it's a very, very open world game in that kind of concept. It's not a sandbox game. I mean, you can't go into every house and do everything, but it's pretty cool. Pretty much if you see something in the background, you can walk up to it, and there's just a lot of attention to detail and everything. So, hopefully, we'll get to some gameplay footage. If not, I might have to do a two-parter. But, yeah, I mean, this opening battle is basically kind of the setup for the game. It kind of lets you know what Geralt does, and that his powers are. It's kind of like a hint at that. But at the beginning of the game, it's kind of one of those games where character has almost amnesia. Like he has no idea what's going on. So you really, really have to kind of follow the game and the storyline in the game to keep up with it. There's I don't have any manuals or anything on the game. Again, it's all online. For me, you can go buy this. The enhanced or director's edition, I think, is the only one that's available online only. But the enhanced edition you can go buy probably for $10-15 now. And there is no console port of this, so I would definitely recommend doing that. Yeah, we're coming up on 7 minutes into it. That's not part of the game, me in my room, although it does kind of fit the music. But see, like this right here, this kind of hints to the game's day and night elements, that, it is a very different game in the day and a very different game at night, so. Yeah, the music, the soundtrack's fantastic. I mean, I can't find any flaws in this game, and I do have to say that, like, for a game that was so, I don't know a lot about those developers, so I can't say they're an independent, company or anything, but I don't really know of anything else that they've done. And this game is very, very impressive, and again, this is why I'm really looking forward to Witcher 2. Like all games that I get into for a little while and don't finish, I'm going to have to totally start this one over, because I tried to plug it in the other day, and I'm kind of lost. Alright, and there you go.
Though gravely wounded, the Witcher lifted the curse and gained fame. The world changed with the coming of the Great War, the time of the sword and axe,
Yeah,
the time of disdain.
Sorry about this. Have to make do in the new room.
Disappeared, all but forgotten. But that's another story.
A little less than a minute. Let's see what else we can get. Just the title screen. Okay, so yeah, this is going to have to be a two-parter. Again, if you just watch this video, I'm just kind of letting you see the intro and everything for The Witcher, and just letting everyone know how stoked I am about the E3 news that there is going to be a sequel finally. So anyway, YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and make another part to this video and show some actual gameplay and everything. Later.